Fading. Howie here, Howie's Late Night Rush. Hey, happy belated St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. Folks, once a year, it's a real, we've been doing this, 15 years?
Almost.
We're trying to figure out, used to be you guys, Jackie Flynn, Kevin Flynn, not related, New York, Boston, gay.
Straight.
Paul Gilmartin.
Paul Gilmartin.
Paul,
yeah.
does he still
Dinner
do
in a Movie on
Dinner
TNT.
in a Movie, yeah.
Well, he got Dinner in a Movie, and then we couldn't see him. He was always shooting around the same time.
Okay.
So, plus, he wasn't funny, so we figured
Get rid of him.
You have to be funny. To be in the club,
It's great. Two Irish Catholic gentlemen and very conservative. It's a real treat to have these guys.
Oh yeah,
Conservative. Real conservative.
Two headliners.
For one.
Tough to be a conservative nowadays. It really is. You know.
But you know what? I don't consider
all the conservatives were quiet over the last 8 or 9 years when all this stuff was going on.
Right.
Went from a budget surplus to a huge deficit, and now they're saying that Obama's a socialist. Where were you with your conservative values
Then.
during Bush when Dick Cheney said, "Hey, deficits don't matter," you know? And now I think Jon Stewart had a great line. He said about Bill O'Reilly said, "Yeah, Obama's a socialist. He's redistributing money." He said, "Really? He's giving it to Wall Street, so apparently he's dyslexic. He's giving it the wrong way." He's a socialist. Give me a break. Anyway.
It's funny, you can't help but not be political. Like when Durst was up here, he was saying, Howie, maybe you should start doing more political stuff. That seems to be the majority of the news out there. How can you not comment on it, you know?
Right, well, do it comedically. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
And,
But then you kind of you could just totally divide your...
Yeah, but see, this is humor brings people together. That's why when, Republicans have a tough time with the humor part. Think about it. They say this media liberal bias. They have the #1 cable shows in the country. They have the #1 radio shows in the country. Fox News and
but yet they say
Rush Limbaugh. And Rush Limbaugh, there's guys further right than him, and they just constantly say media bias, media bias. It's like you're playing the refs. You're playing the refs.
Yeah.
So if you're telling
eventually, if you cry enough, they finally give you what you want.
What you want. And I tell you, it's done the country a disservice because the vast amount of the country is in the middle.
I think
and they want to find consensus.
I think it's 20% wackos on either side.
Yeah, you got to be somewhere in the middle. I think.
Moderate.
Right, and I think this whole tea bag party that I had in my apartment last night it's unrelated to what's going on in the country. But I think that I tell you, we should be mad at government. We really should be mad at government.
People are.
If you're saying it from a far right perspective, saying you should be mad at government, it's like maybe you should, because if you were conservative and what happened over the last 10 years has not been conservative, you better be mad. But don't be mad at a single party. It's like somebody started a big, huge fire, and now the people that started the fire are standing around saying, "Yeah, well, you shouldn't do that to put out the fire. You shouldn't do this."
Hey, Jackie, keep it down.
Yeah.
So you were telling me that...
Can't get a word in edgewise.
That's what's
He doesn't even vote, for God's sake.
Yeah, he does. See, Jackie and I have a very special bond because we both believe in extraterrestrials. Because
That's right.
I believe in an extra testicle, which is why...
Look at that. I was
trying to
get
right to the scatological humor.
It's always you and your teabag parties and your
exactly.
E.T. ouch, my extra testicle.
Well, women, get all those augmentations. I think we need some. A third ball program is good, and it's not covered under medical, but it's worth it. It's sort of...
You can get your testicles done, 48 Ds or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
not so much a size, just a third one sort of shapes things up.
sparkly.
a big one. That way you can get real indignant in a bar. You know what I mean? When women are going to say, "Hello, I have a head."
Yeah, exactly. Buy me a drink.
I just got poked. Must be on Facebook. Folks, Jackie Flynn, Kevin Flynn, and they tell jokes.
That's right.
You never know it, but right now we're just doing all political stuff without any jokes in there.
A lot of guys can't weave together the political and the Pauls.
Tea party, bag me.